We are going to Alaska and you are coming with us. Just forget it, because it's boat hair now, or it's ship hair now. So ship hair, don't care. Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are two crazy ketos.
And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and every Monday we go live on Keto Beyond the Couch, because life exists beyond the couch.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and X.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time, I don't think we're in Florida anymore, Joe, you'll be alerted to it.
We're in Seattle.
We are
it's beautiful here. Look at this. Look at that way.
Amazing. Absolutely
we're
amazing.
Going from one coast to the other, being on the water. Literally, we were taking the tour bus from our hotel over here, and they're like, who came the furthest?
We won.
Right? The only thing more would be Key West. Right?
Yeah,
so,
I was surprised that we actually won that one.
So we came in yesterday on Delta. We got a little spoiled. We went first class because I'd buy one, get one free. And it's going to stink to have to go back to coach.
But you know what? The price tag will make it able for us to go back
Easily
to coach.
Go back.
We can go back.
But thanks to having a bunch of points and stuff, we had buy one, get one free. We had a great flight. Got to stay at our hotel last night, again, using points, because that's the only way we can afford to do any of this kind of stuff. And now we're going on a cruise ship, but not that ship. That's the Celebrity Edge.
No, it's the one we're on.
We're on Ovation of the Seas. We're going to Alaska to celebrate Rachel's birthday and Miriam's birthday.
So
they should be
excited.
here in a little while.
We are celebrating life and the fact that both of us young ladies have quite the different health journey now than we were on before we started keto. So it's really nice that not only can we celebrate another year of life, but also community is so important to us, and it's in community that we met our bestest friends.
Yeah. So here's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to take you along on this trip. We're going to pretty much show you the food we're going to eat. We're going to check out all the different specialty dining restaurants. We'll check out some of the excursions. We've only booked one excursion. We're going to do a couple things on our own and have a good time. And I'm super excited about this trip. We're going to go find something to eat. We're going to obviously go over to the Windjammer. But the whole focus is to see what is there to do when you come on a cruise to Alaska, because next year is the Low-carb Cruise 2025 Alaska trip. And it's almost the same itinerary. So we're not going to be on Low-carb Cruise. We won't be on Ovation. We'll be on Anthem of the Seas, which is the sister ship. But this will give you a good idea. If you're going on the Low-carb Cruise, what can you eat? What is there to do? Should you do the same excursion we're doing? When we go to Juneau, should you do what we're doing? And more importantly, we'll help you if you are on the fence of whether you want to go on the Low-carb Cruise to Alaska. Maybe this will help you to decide.
So we are in the solarium right now. We don't get our rooms. A lot of times, if you don't know, if you've never been on a ship before, you usually do not get your room until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're getting on the boat early, or the ship early. And so we're kind of exploring a little bit, and we're here in the solarium. And what's cool about Royal Caribbean is they usually have a solarium space on all of their ships, and that's adults only, not like in a naughty way, but just like nobody under the age of 16 can stay and go in the pools here. And I gotta tell
18.
you,
They changed it to 18.
18. So it's really nice to have that kind of relaxing space. But I'm gonna say on this ship already, I'm feeling a very different vibe. It's more of like a serious, more contemplative type of atmosphere. It's not like party right away. When we've been on different Caribbean cruises, I feel like there's kind of like a party vibe on there. And this one is almost like just a breathtaking, awe-inspired look.
Take a look at this solarium. Look at this pool.
Beautiful.
Wow. I really like the vibe inside of here. It's like they have like these fake kind of tropical trees, but we're going to Alaska. But I like look, the endless waterfall, the infinity waterfall there on the edge.
All of the windows around here are absolutely beautiful. And I do know that the Ovation of the Seas in particular, they have put a lot of work into the artwork around this cruise ship. So I'm really looking forward to seeing all of the beautiful artwork that they have here.
Okay, here at the Windjammer, I'm having some kind of Indian chicken, some cauliflower, regular chicken, some lunch meat, and some roast beef.
Trying to find 2 single people in the Windjammer, not an easy thing to do, but I see them coming down, so I just start hailing them. Yay!
Hey, howdy, hey.
You found us.
That's right.
Hey,
Hey.
it's the birthday girl.
It's the birthday girl!
Birthday, sorry, I'm really sweaty.
What do you think?
Oh my gosh, I am so stinking excited. Look at this balcony.
It's like double size.
Wow.
Not only is it double size, it costs less than the other ones.
Are you for real?
So the key to getting a balcony
Tell me.
on the low carb cruise, or honestly any Royal Caribbean, is look for the hump. You got to book early. That's the key. Is you have to book early. So I booked this like 2 weeks after last year. It was 2023's low carb cruise. And so you just kind of go around and be like, tell your agent. First, you want to do an agent because the agent can help you. Like, I'm an agent, right? And then you go on and like, I want that particular room. And you'll see that when you go on the hump, what happens
My hump.
you have these straight down parts over here. Well, because as it humps out, especially on the edges of the hump, not the center of the hump, but on the edges, they have to basically give you this extra room as it angles out. So you can see how this side is much closer, and then it angles out to the hump on that side. Well, you gain all that extra room.
This is a cruise where I'm going to spend a lot of time on our balcony because
I'm going to set our camera up out here.
we're going to be looking for wildlife. We're going to be looking for the beauty of Alaska and hopefully some whales. I hope some whales are within sight on our side of the ship. I absolutely love the decoration in this ship. The rooms are absolutely beautiful. I love the blue walls. I love the furniture that they have here. Just absolutely beautiful. We've never had a kettle before. I should have brought some like instant coffee or something.
But we've never had a kettle before.
No, because we don't have a suite.
Is
So
there instant coffee over there though?
there's tea. So that's nice if you drink tea, but I don't.
What is that? Latte creamer, milk, and
Yeah,
sugar.
it's just condensed milk and sugar together. Good morning, family. It is day 2 of our cruise. It's actually Saturday. I don't have the elevator floor to tell me what day it is. It is Saturday, and I am going to hit the gym like I told myself I'm going to do. So the gym opens here at 5:30 in the morning. It is 5:31, and your girl is here for her workout. What is my pre-workout drink today? A big honking bottle of chocolate milk. Just kidding. This is Coco Loco Salty. It's 2 packets, in fact, to make this delicious chocolate milk color. But I'm making sure that I'm getting in my electrolytes today, along with my sea legs, because the boat it's moving at a click right now. We're gonna head to Alaska pretty soon, I'm thinking. It's getting colder, much colder outside, but of course, all of the cool stuff like the pool here and the gym is all climate controlled. So I'm going to enjoy my workout this morning and proud that I'm going to get it in.
Good morning. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. It's a little chilly here. At least it's chilly for a South Floridian. I think it's about 55, 60 degrees if I had to guess right now. I guess most people in the country would say that's not very cold, but for me it's cold. I mean, I'm wearing sweatpants and a lightweight hoodie, and I'm a little chilly. It's a little hazy out right now, or foggy, misty, whatever you want to call it. But it's really nice. Woke up to a beautiful sunrise. Rachel actually got up super early this morning, about 5 o'clock in the morning, She went upstairs to go work out at the gym, and then we got her the thermal spa pass, which is different types of like thermal treatments, I guess like hot rocks, sauna, things like that. It wasn't super expensive. It was like $100 unlimited for the whole week. She went up yesterday and previewed it and said she was really gonna enjoy it. So she got that. I think Miriam got it as well. And so she went up and did that, and then she was gonna go to water aerobics. I've been here doing some work, editing videos, catching up on emails, trying to get everything settled for the 2KK getaway cruise in December. This year's cruise is pretty much closed unless you want to pay whatever the going rate is, but we do have a couple of people, a couple of ladies who have single cabins and are looking for a cabin mate. So if you're interested, go ahead and send me an email at 2kktravel@gmail.com. But we also already have openings for next year's December cruise, the 2KK birthday cruise, where we'll be going and we will be celebrating my 55th birthday. So I'll leave all the information for that down below. So right now, I'm going to head up and see if I can find Rachel, maybe grab something at the Windjammer. I'm a little hungry, but not super hungry. Today's a sea day, and so we're looking forward to just exploring the ship. I think we're going to go to Izumi for lunch. And then for dinner, we're going to go to Jamie's Italian, which I always say Italian's not easy to make keto, but they have different kinds of things like lamb chops and other meat dishes at Jamie's Italian. And every time we've gone there, we've really liked it. So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, we're seeing our room cleaned in our first, animal. Oh my gosh! I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, it's a rabbit. Okay, yes, no, it's a rabbit. We've seen it before, but gosh, the ears are perfect
nice.
on this one. And Roman is our stateroom attendant. I love this. Oh, it looks so good. Last night we didn't have a chance to unpack all of our clothes and put them away nicely, so I was worried about what Roman would think of us. But this morning, I'm so proud of myself. I got up, and by 5:30 I was at the gym, and everybody was kind of like super scary and very buff in the gym, but I didn't let that deter me. All of the machines in the fitness center have directions on how to use them, and there were people there that if you're still confused, we're happy to point out, this is how you use this machine. And I kept saying to myself, I paid for this room on the cruise too, so I can use it even though it's new. So I worked out, then I rode the bike for 20 minutes, then I went on a walk, then I did they have a stretching class, which was really nice, and it was 30 minutes long. And then I did water aerobics before breakfast. Okay, so there's some really cool aspects to this particular ship that I have not experienced on the other ships that we've cruised on. One of them being that you can stand on the clear glass and see all the way down to the floor below you.
I think that's deck 5, all the way down where you see that person walking over.
Wow.
So, unfortunately, because of high winds, they had to cancel our North Star experience.
But we rescheduled for later on. Hopefully, we'll be able to do this experience on day 6. And this is what happens in cruising.
Yeah, so here's the thing.
Weather.
Cruising, whether you're going to Alaska or you're going to the Caribbean. If you're in the Caribbean, you might have to deal with storms and hurricanes and things like that. You have to deal with coups in Haiti, and they have to change protocols. You're on vacation. Go with it. They're going to make it up to you one way or another, whether it be change, move to a different protocol, give you an onboard credit. The Royal Caribbean and the other cruise lines are really, really good about doing things, but you kind of have to go with it. They have no control over the fact that it's super windy out there right now, and they don't want to launch you in a ball 300 feet over the top of the ship with the wind and have you go back and forth. So what they're doing is they canceled us, and they said we can go ahead and reschedule. Now we're in a unique situation in that we paid more than 50% off. So what we did is we went into our Royal Caribbean, not on the app. It's hard to find things on the app. You're going to go to the website, and then you go up to order history, and we found how much we paid for it, and we showed it to them. It was $31.99, and they're like, okay, we're gonna charge you that price for the reschedule.
Well, I was thinking that, ahead of time, because sometimes internet can be a little bit wonky when you come on.
You might want to print that stuff out.
Print it out, or at least screenshot it and have it on your phone. And that way you have like all of the information that you need to be able to show the person who's rescheduling.
Especially if you're like me, where I have canceled and rebooked things several times. But that's another thing. Like, you're going on the low-carb cruise in 2025. That means you have Black Friday sale coming up in November. Go look at all of this stuff and book it now. First of all, book it right now. Like, when you watch this video, go book it now. And then on Black Friday, go check and see if it's cheaper. So we rebooked this experience 3 times and ended up going from $80 to $31.99. Same thing with our internet package. If you go buy the internet that we have right now, it's like $400. We paid $200 for 7 days for both of us to have internet. So you have to do that, and there's always great deals on Black Friday. But the thing is buy it now, because the price could also go up.
Ah! Oh my gosh, somebody brought me a salad. Throw this away. No, just kidding. We're at Izumi. We're going to be largely eating sashimi, or raw fish, which is like just the fish without the rolls, like the sushi rolls. And then it comes with a miso soup, which I already ate and forgot to video. And now it's salad time.
I don't like fish. But I do like sushi for some odd reason. Probably because sushi doesn't taste like fish, even though it's raw fish. But this is what we've got. And here's the funny thing is, it's interesting that every ship does the display differently. So on Low Carb Cruise, it looked completely different. It looked almost like a boat, and here it's like all lined up. I think I like it this way better. Heaven. I'm in heaven. Jeez. So we're at Jamie Oliver's, and people say all the time you can't make, Italian keto. I'm actually one of the people who say that, but usually you can find something, or you can ask them if they can make modifications, and they've been happy to make modifications. The hardest part about coming to an Italian restaurant on keto is having the conversation with your waiter and saying, we're going to be really weird, and we're in an Italian restaurant, but we're not going to eat pasta, we're not going to eat bread, and we're not going to eat risotto. But everything we've had so far is great, and we're on the appetizers. The salad's great, the meat platter's great, and right now I'm about to enter into heaven and eat some cheese.
Okay, so I can't pick up this plate because it's freaking hot, like very hot. But look at how beautiful it is. It's lamb chops. Gorgeous.
That's not jelly, by the way. That's like peppers.
It's like pesto or something.
Yeah. I can't wait to chow down on this. Can we talk about the fact that you were guarding this like a junkyard dog?
So this is my dessert.
Okay.
And I may actually even ask him to bring me another one. This is so good. And he tried to take it. And I think I scared our waiter. I think I scared him because I almost cut his hand off when he tried to take it. But it is so good.
Do not take Joe's burrata.
Get off of that.
I don't even want it. It's just that he has got this is his emotional support burrata over here.
Oh my God.
Do you like that?
Precious.
Oh, wait a minute. This eggplant was so good, surprisingly good, and now we're gonna go into total ecstasy.
He's gonna rub it all over his body in a second.
Okay, I'm even gonna show that.
Is this happening right now? This is I feel like it's a marriage vow renewal.
Okay, now kiss.
You want to be right?
Okay, here's my breakfast. We've got some ham, chicken sausage, fried eggs, scrambled eggs, bacon, and cream cheese.
We're in Alaska. We're actually in Alaska. We actually had a really fun Lyft ride, thanks to Chris. And the gentleman was from Mexico, which was wild. It was like, how are you here? And he's like, I married somebody from here.
Look over there.
So look at this. This is absolutely incredible. It's a beautiful day. I don't think we could have ordered better weather or better friends, because look at these two cuties behind
So
us.
what did we do, Chris? We took a lift.
Yeah, we took a lift up to
Well, this is Mendenhall Glacier Visitor Center.
Yeah, it's the National Park
Yeah.
Forestry Center.
We're going to go on a 3.5 mile hike.
To see a water.
So with the lift, how do people do it? If they're coming on the low carb cruise, how do they do it to save $200 and something
oh my
on
gosh,
a tour?
Yeah, because it would have been $45 per person
Each way, right?
each way. And so, I mean, you can book the bus ahead of time, but again, it's per person. So we just got off, pulled up a lift, and said, "Hey, I want to go to Mendenhall Glacier." Took us right there. 4 people. Today it was $47.
Now
Not bad.
they can't drop you off right at the door, right? They have to drop you off
Yeah,
right outside and pick you up right outside.
We're talking, it's
60 feet.
60 feet, not that bad. We're going to go walk a lot longer than that. So this is nice.
And the guy was super nice.
He was super nice.
He was really funny.
Let's go see a glacier.
So can you believe we made it to Alaska?
Yep.
Like, and I am so excited. This is something that has always been on my bucket list, but I never dreamed that it's
Well,
possible.
we never thought we were going to be healthy enough to actually do this. This is why we talk about living life beyond the couch. So I'm so excited about this. Mendenhall Glacier over there. Falls are over there. And we're going to do a long hike. I think it's like a 2-hour hike, right, Chris?
3.5 miles.
3.5 miles. I mean, that's just something we would not have been able to do 7 years ago. And, you know, this is one of the reasons we wanted to do it like this, because again, if you do the whale watch and the glacier, you get an hour here, which means you can't tour
Book it.
everything, you know? So doing it this way is a really cool opportunity for us to really explore. And the fact that we're coming back again, if we miss something,
We've got another
we
opportunity.
get to do it again. But everybody that I have talked to have said, like, don't miss the glacier. It's 10 times better than just going out on a boat and seeing whales for 10 minutes. Plus, you can go to whale watching at some of the other stops, but you're not going to get another glacier stop.
No, and it's so exciting to have the time to walk through and see all of the trees and foliage. Me and Miriam are stopping like every 2 feet in order for us to see all of the beauty around us. So I'm really glad that we budgeted time to get to see this. And it was an inexpensive, track.
So here's the visitor center. So we just came up here. We're going to do this entire loop, which will dump us out by the rideshare.
And we took 20 pictures right here.
Yes, we did.
So we're going to be stopping at the falls, right?
35 pictures here.
So we're going to go here to the falls,
Well, that's one falls.
right?
That's Nugget Falls. This is the big boy.
Is it chicken nugget?
Probably. But 2.89 miles, 2 hours. Let's go.
I can't stop. I can't stop taking videos and pictures.
This is going to take us like
Hours.
10
days.
hours to make this walk, because every time we come across this, Rachel wants to stop, but the problem is we come across this like every 10 steps.
And the whole thing, I feel really bad because we're not going to be able to effectively capture this. You can't get these greens. You can't get these river rocks. You can't get this flow of water. You're going to have to come on the low carb cruise and experience this for yourself, because I can't bring this to you because I'm failing right now, even while I'm taking pictures every 10 feet. It's kind of hard to appreciate how long this walk goes and how windy and tall it gets, but we started all the way down there.
You really can't see it while we zoom in. You can see
The road.
all the way down there. We wound all up and down that.
Long and winding road, dun dun.
May you always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight of you when I'm at my weakest point makes a world of difference, oh, you make me strong. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Ordering a cup of love, feel it rising up and above. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. Plant your seeds and watch them grow. The light will always know where to go. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. You're the first thing in the morning and the last. Baby, you're my future and you are my past. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Order in a cup of love, feel it rising up and above. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. Plant your seeds and watch them grow. The light will always know where to go. You will always keep my heart and soul strong.
No, explain where we were.
Okay, so explain where we were, because it's kind of hard to fathom how far we walked.
So you got 3 waterfalls right there. Those 2 come together. Right where they come together is kind of a point with a bunch of trees. That's what we hiked.
Hello. If you look up awesome sauce in the dictionary, all 4 of our pictures are there now.
So this was, I wouldn't say a treacherous hike, but definitely an advanced hike.
It's advanced for a Floridian.
But it's a more advanced hike.
Yes.
Like now, if you come here and you want to just go to Nugget Falls and stand at the foot of Nugget Falls and get closer to the glacier, they have a paved one. We went off road.
We wanted to we were completely off grid. I mean, we were in outer space over there. It was super awesome. If you're gonna go the way we went and get like the awesome sauce medal, then you're probably going to want to make sure that you have some good shoes because we walk through a lot of waterfalls, so your feet are going to get wet. If you want to get the little poles, especially like the retractable ones, I don't know. I mean, you could buy the Moses walking stick, but how are you going to carry that in your suitcase? So I would get the retractable ones of that.
I think it's colder in our room than it is outside.
I think it is safe to say that we had a full day today.
My legs don't work anymore.
I have jelly legs for sure. And we thankfully had a beautiful ride home with a Lyft driver who is from this area and has lived in several cities in Alaska and was just very informative about local culture and things going on, which I thought was super cool. But then when we sat down, I was like, oh no, we sat down.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm done. Look at this, Roman. You did such a great job. Look at this beautiful elephant today. I love I don't think I've ever seen an elephant with his nose like that before. His trunk, rather, like that before.
Okay, we're going to try to make a reservation for dinner. Where are we going?
Chops, baby.
Okay, dinner time, and I am not ashamed to say that I'm starting off with a shrimp cocktail and a double order of bacon. And we get it without the sauce, and then Chris brought sugar-free ketchup.
And horseradish.
And we're going to put a little bit on top instead of the sauce that they give. What do you got?
I have a singleton, but it's a pretty big plank. And then I'm also having a shrimp cocktail that's going to be followed with beef carpaccio and tuna tartare. It's a train. It's a train. Okay, so I am actually having a wedge salad now. This is some beauty. Look at the absolutely amazing.
That's
And
so
it's
big.
that is so big. And it is delicious. Right now we are on an excursion. It's a train excursion. We are following the Yukon route on the White Pass Railway, and it's over 125 years old. And we're going to be heading into Canada. So excited for this. This is an excursion that is available for the low-carb cruise. Bed, Joe. How cute is today's towel animal? Thanks, Roman. This is simply sublime.
Kick it over my head into the juggling of the razor sharp knives. Would that be good? Yeah! All right, let's do it! So, that being said, I'm gonna see if I can pull this off. All right, Gabriel, as high as you can go. Knife number 1. That is not it. Okay, sorry. I was testing you. Testing you to make sure you wouldn't chase me with a knife. That was good, Gabriel. Just hold it still. Don't move it, okay? Yep, keep it just right there. Okay, here we go. Knife number 1. Yes, we got it! We got it. Here we go. Knife number 2. Yes, we got it! Whoa! I just got to get a little bit closer to Gabriel. Closer. Whoa, aha! On guard! My name is Inigo Montoya! You killed my father, prepare to die! Alright, that's good. That's good, Gabriel. Yeah, keep it just out of reach. Don't even try moving closer, Gabriel. Move a little closer. Closer, Gabriel. Yes! There we go! Gabriel! Come over here, buddy. High five! Hey, grab that DVD. That's a DVD for you. Yeah, right there. It's a big square box with my face on it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Julia. Happy birthday to
Thank you so much. We are in Sitka this morning. We had a fantastic day yesterday, and today is our birthday, so it has to actually be even more awesome because we do birthday girls today.
Happy birthday, Lynette.
Happy birthday, Lynette. We miss you. So I've asked Joe that if we do come in contact with a blue whale, can we have it as a pet and bring
No.
it back and put it in the pond? And he said yes.
I said no.
He absolutely said yes, and I thought it was so romantic. I mean, that was just really nice. This is absolutely amazing. We are here near the Raptor Center where they're rehabilitating different eagles and owls and other raptors. And we found that there is a whole bunch of salmon here. They're actually jumping up. Some of them are successfully jumping up over this waterfall area, but we're also just absolutely surrounded by dead ones because, you know, they come here to lay their eggs, but then they pass away afterwards. So we're surrounded by a lot of dead salmon as well, but then you've got all of these salmon in the water still swimming. Look at that. And they are just everywhere in these giant, thick schools. Sitka was awesome. Like, Sitka may be my absolute favorite. I was looking at realtor.com in Sitka, but the internet's down, so I couldn't check it.
I hope it's registered on your email address and not mine for once.
Oh, look! What is that? Is that like a little... It's like a squirrel. I've never seen
that's a
this
cool
one before. This one is excellent. Roman, outdid yourself, sir. We actually saw a little squirrel when we were walking through the forest area.
My feet are tired.
My dogs are barking for sure. Yes, it's a lot of walking. Be prepared for walking.
So Sitka was awesome, and I'm going to say this. Sitka is definitely a port that, I'm going to be honest, skip the ship excursions.
Yeah.
So they have a shuttle that is free that will pick you up right outside here on the ship, take you into town. From there, if you want to go to the Raptor Center, it's a walk. It's a 5, maybe 10-minute walk right along the water so you can see stuff. There's museums and everything along the walk, so you can walk to the Raptor Center instead of spending the $150, $200. The guided walking tour, we literally did it on our own. Right. Now, the shuttle is free. That's the best part.
Yeah, the shuttle is free. Now, you know, I can't speak to like the context that a guide can bring. Obviously, like the history that they provide in their narration.
I don't know if it's worth $200.
You know, I think that I'd be interested in doing it in the future. But as far as just if you're just like us and you're wanting to see the most variety in a short amount of time, but still be self-guided, meaning I can stay in a place as long as I want to.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I think
that's
this is
the thing.
A good place for it.
It's the timing thing. So then we went to the Bear Center. That was like $175 excursion.
Yes.
So we got the free shuttle into town. Then there was a shuttle that would take you to the bear place. What was the name of that place? Tribal Tours?
Tribal Tours was the place that took you to
$20 a person.
The bear sanctuary.
Then it was $15 to get into the bear sanctuary. So now we're at $35 a person instead of, I think the going rate right now when I looked is $175. That's a huge difference. And you got more time there than the tour. In fact, I was there and I watched one of the tours left somebody. Like, the guy came back, he's like, my tour bus left me.
Oh, no.
And by the way, there's no ride sharing here. So there's no ride sharing, there's no Uber. They're not allowed to have Uber or any of that kind of stuff here. So you have to rely on it this way. Then, from there, we just asked the Tribal Tours guy to drop us off at the Raptor Center, which was on the way.
He was happy to do that.
And that was $15.
I don't know if everybody will do that.
But you can walk to the Raptor Center.
Yes.
From where the shuttle buses drop you off. So our entire day, if you looked at it excursion wise, was like $400 a person, and we paid a whopping, I think it was like what, $15, $30, $55.
Yeah, it was
$55. $55. And we even saw more stuff because you saw the totem poles. All of that is within a 5-minute walk of where the shuttles will drop you off for free. Also, bring a raincoat. Mm-hmm. This is a really lightweight one. I got it on Amazon, and I'll leave a link for Rachel's, which is a 3-in-1. We bought it on Amazon. It was like $30. So we're going to go to the Windjammer.
So it's my birthday, And I'm super excited because look what the nice thing that they made, because we can't have a traditional birthday cake. They gave us the sugar-free ice cream, which is chocolate 2 scoops, and then a whole bunch of berries with whipped cream. And I thought that this was really, really nice. They did this for me and for Miriam.
Oh, that's so cute. That is so cute. All right, let's sing for them on the count of 3.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Rachel and Maria. Happy birthday to you.
What do you got? Oh my gosh, let's see that, guys.
Is that beautiful?
Wow, wow, they like really outdid themselves.
Well, we are doing something new this morning.
What are we doing?
We are dressing up like crash test dummies. Clearly. No, we are going to be going on the iFly experience, basically like a skydiving simulator.
We're prepping Rachel to go real skydiving next year.
I'm thinking I shouldn't have eaten breakfast this morning, probably, before we're doing this. I'm a little bit nervous now, but I know it's going to be fun. And thankfully, I met a wonderful young lady that said she's been on it before, and it's fun. So
now we are supposed to do the North Star again later today, since the other day got canceled, but it looks like today may get canceled as well.
Wait until you see what Roman did today. This is absolutely amazing. Look at this. Wow. I mean, wow.
That is the best one ever.
Flipping thing I've ever seen.
Look at that. I've never seen anything like that.
That is magnificent.
I wonder how long it takes him to make this.
I don't know, but that is just absolutely so cool. So stinking cool. That's amazing.
Can we talk about iFly?
Yes, you can tell we've done stuff because we have the battle scars of doing things.
That was a workout.
That was a total workout because you've got to keep your hands up. You have to keep your feet kind of straight, but like apart. I was having my mom spent a lot of time telling me to keep my legs together. So the fact that you have to spread out your legs in order to be effective on this is it was challenging to my brain.
You feel it in your muscles.
Everywhere.
It was a lot of fun.
It was.
Definitely recommend it, but you have to make sure you don't have any back problems, neck problems,
right.
shoulder issues.
If you've had shoulder issues, if you've had lower back issues, that can be a concern.
You feel it. You definitely feel it.
Now, there was a young man there who had a previous shoulder thing, but not something that he was recovering from recently.
Right.
And he said that although he felt pressure on it, he was fine.
But I would still use caution.
Yeah, exactly.
So something we should mention with the iFly that we found out when we were choosing our photos. So we paid for the iFly experience, and we had purchased it during the Black Friday sale. So again, Black Friday sale, don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
I think the regular iFly experience is like $80-something per person, and we paid $31. As a matter of fact, it kind of upset some people when they were getting refunds the other day on things because we got such an amazing deal, but that's what happens when you look ahead of time. So anyway, we paid for it. Well, we just found out when we were choosing our photos that you can actually ride the iFly for free at certain times. There's like a list, and it's free, but you only get one flying experience. You get a 1-minute flying experience, whereas our thing gave you 2 experiences. So if you want to do it, you can do it for free. You just have to look in the cruise planner, like on the calendar for all of the free times, and then go sign up and go ahead and try it. So that's really cool. So if you want to go do it again, you can do it again, and it's free.
But anything that you see, whether it is they're giving away jewelry, or there's some sort of massage experience, or they're doing like the iFly experience, don't delay. Don't put that on your, calendar and then forget. Like say, oh, I'll just go later. Because things book up really fast, especially when there's something cool or somebody's getting something for free. So make sure that if that's important to you, that you make sure you actually show up for that thing.
So we're gonna go up and check out the North Star. Hopefully they haven't canceled that. One thing that we are kind of learning, that with the North Star experience, you may be better off trying to do it when we're on like
port day.
days, or when you're on the inside passage because the weather isn't as rough. We did ask the guy and he's like, some of it is the time of year because it's not rough outside, but it's very windy, and that's because of the time of the year. But he did say it's a very different experience when you're doing it in port as opposed to when you're doing it at sea. And I guess they would be both great experiences, right?
Right, because this that we're doing is the big ball that goes 300 feet in the air over the ship and gives you like just great views all around you. So if you're at sea, it's going to be a bunch of ocean views. And if you're in port, it's going to be a much better look at that port, maybe almost like a helicopter bird's eye view more so of the port.
So they're both going to be good, but I think
different.
You may have a better chance of it not getting canceled when you're in the inside passage. What do you think?
We are going up, up, and away, friends. Wow.
This is pretty cool.
This is really neat.
You can see how high we are.
I'm as nauseous with heights, just to let you know.
Where's the bar bags? Do you have those here?
So you said we're going to go over the side of the ship.
Yes, we're gonna go over the side of the ship and then we'll go up and then we'll go to the other side of the ship. So that's gonna be a very different experience if you do it on a port day, because in a port day they're just gonna go up and they're gonna go down.
Wow, this is cool. Like we're completely over the water right now.
We're not even on a cruise anymore.
What do you think?
That was really neat. Now, if you have issues with a fear of heights, that's not
Don't
gonna
go
be
on that.
the thing for you, because you really are just surrounded by glass and you're up over the water at some points where you're not even
It's a long
attached.
ride.
You don't feel attached to the boat anymore. So
Yeah.
but that was really, really cool. We were able to see
A whale?
like a whale, like the fin, and some dolphins and a sea turtle. So that was really cool to see some marine life. And really, I would like a better look at a whale, but at least I can check it off my list that a whale was acknowledged.
Yeah, and then like he said, if you do this when you're in port, you just go up and down.
Right.
But if you do it when we're at sea, then we go up, you go over the side of the ship, all the way out, and then back over to the other side of the ship. So it was a long ride. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Definitely worth it. I don't know if it's worth the full price, but it was definitely worth the half price that we paid. We had a nice, relaxing afternoon.
Oh, it was so nice.
Went in the hot tub for a little while.
And it was, as we're heading back towards like Canada, it's
getting warmer. So we sat in the outside because you had the sun beating down on you, the cool air, but then the nice warm hot tub. So right now we're heading down to a restaurant we have been wanting to try for a while.
Wonderland.
We're going to Wonderland. It's kind of like a play on Alice in Wonderland. It's a little bit of food science, but not food science in a bad way. They basically like puree a tomato and then reconstruct it into a tomato, lobster bisque with bone marrow.
It's one of those things where I think, you get like tiny portions, but they're supposed to be chock full of flavor. But
It's a one-time thing.
Well, on a cruise is a great place to try something like that out, because if you're dissatisfied and feel like you're still hungry,
There's the Windjammer.
there's the Windjammer. So we're here in Wonderland, and we got this picture frame, which is supposed to be the menu. And as you can see, there's nothing on it.
It's a fasting restaurant.
It's a fasting restaurant. So this is a fasting. Sponsored by Redmond. But yeah, after we put the 500-year-old magic water from Juneau on it, it looks like some things are appearing. Look at this.
That's so cool.
Okay, so this restaurant is more about the art of it and the presentation rather than the food. And the good news is there is a Windjammer and main dining available, and also other specialty restaurants should we want to really get full after this meal.
It's not like we haven't been eating a lot.
We're fine. We're doing okay. We're not starving at all. So, but there's a lot of components
on this plate for each of the different appetizers and the main entrees that we just can't eat. It's going to be like potatoes, or it's going to have a jelly aspect to it, something that we just don't want. So we ordered the best that we could, and we will eat around the things that we cannot eat. Now, if you are new to keto and you're thinking, well, you know what, this will be a slippery slope for me. If I give way in one area, I won't be able to handle myself later on, then this won't be the restaurant for you. But if you're like us, we've been keto for more than 7 years. I'm not like attracted to potatoes. It's not going to send me down Alice in Wonderland's hole, so to speak. So I'm going to be okay and be able to
But the waiter
recover.
is insistent that we see the presentation.
And I want to appreciate the art that
Because
they created.
he is a funny waiter.
He's sweet.
He is a funny waiter.
Okay, and the smoke that we use is from the 1970s Woodstock with Jimi Hendrix.
Wow. How amazing.
Look.
Beautiful.
That's the most important thing though.
Wait, that smells amazing. I don't know if you can, like, I wish you could smell it on video.
It smells really good.
It smells like we're in the middle of a fireplace right now.
Yeah, it smells like I'm smoking brisket.
It does. It smells like a campfire.
So we got pretty much deviled eggs.
Yep.
You gonna try it?
Heck yes, I'm gonna try it.
I love how you call them American eggs.
American eggs.
These are American eggs.
Well, thanks for not putting the devil in it.
Are you curious?
I'm trying to see if I can.
Wow.
Like this little piece that's on top.
I've had a lot of deviled eggs in my time, but they have concentrated a lot of flavor into that yellow. There's a lot going on in that yellow.
I was wondering if Chris was gonna eat it because it's got blue cheese.
I was trying to find the blue cheese. It was okay.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
It's made of, the soil that we use is made of pumpernickel bread infused with ink.
Right.
And then we have some baby veg. This is our reconstructed tomato. This is the jelly that I'm talking about.
So that's made with jelly.
Yes, this
So we
one's
just won't eat that.
our regular
Tomatoes
cherry
are.
tomato, yes.
Okay.
But the white thing that you see is made of brocconcini cheese,
Okay.
mixed with a little bit of meringue.
Okay.
And then we have some dried olives as well.
Okay, so this is some kind of lobster. So it's a lobster like juice mixed with bone marrow, and then a piece of lobster and caviar, and then we have a shrimp that is rolled in like noodles and then fried. We're just gonna cut the noodles off, and then there is a little bit of, what did he say, a Jamaican chili? A
Yes.
Jamaican,
Scotch bonnet.
a
Scotch
Scotch
bonnet.
bonnet down below.
So I'm feeling super fancy right now because I've never in my life had caviar. So I've waited until today to have caviar with you. So thanks for being here for this. All right, here we go.
Super salty.
Wow, there's a lot of flavors going on. The textures are really good because you've got the caviar is like pop, 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 pop. And then it's got a really strong lobster taste, but I can also taste the bone marrow. It's got like an earthiness to it. Wow, that was good. Have you ever had caviar before?
Yes.
Oh my
and
goodness.
I didn't like it. Because I don't like fish.
Fish. You can pretend that
It's fish eggs.
I'm gonna pretend that this is black sugar.
There you go. Is that better?
Probably not.
It adds more texture than flavor, I think, the caviar
That is-
does.
That's good. The lobster adds that chewy texture, but it's not fishy. As somebody who doesn't like fish and really don't like lobster, that's actually really good. The bone marrow really comes through in a flavor. So this is basically crab meat and
Nope.
a wonton that we're just gonna
Oh
scoop
yeah.
out, right?
Jeez. I'm just gonna break that sucker open.
So it's a wonton that we're just not gonna eat, but stuffed inside is an avocado mousse and Alaskan king crab, and then
there
he
it
said
is.
there's wasabi on the bottom. It's kind of like breaking open an Alaskan king crab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except easier.
There it is.
Let's see what it tastes like.
Probably gonna taste amazing. Okay, mix it together because, you know, just gonna use my finger.
Well, I'm not showing that part.
Avocado, crab, and wasabi. It's good.
So this is tomato water, basically, and it's the second string. So I'm just gonna take the
foam off the top.
So the foam is a bread foam. He said it's like, what did he say? It was like bread mixed with
bread and
something.
cream.
Bread and cream. So
Here we go. That is delicious. It tastes like a soup, like
it's
gazpacho
tomato
or
soup.
something. It's like tomato soup, only it was clear and light instead of it being like a heavy, creamy something.
It's basically your tuna tartare
okay.
inside the lime. Now, on top of that is the ice made of lemon sorbet. And then we put the orange thing that you see is masago. Masago basically is a fish egg as well.
Okay.
And then on the side you will see the cheese biscuit. As per chef recommendation, you should eat the ice first, and then the tuna with the bread. Since you don't eat bread, you just can eat the tartare.
Okay.
Thank you.
This is just to freshen up your palate.
Okay.
Oh,
Because it was not super fresh.
This is more fish, like fish eggs, right? This is fish eggs on top.
Masago.
Masago, and then you have a lemon ice, like I guess almost like a sorbet, and then there's supposed to be
Tuna.
in the bottom of this. It's supposed to be a palate cleanser. That was rad.
The tuna is really good.
I mean, that whole experience was really unique. That was cool. So I'm eating a chocolate bar with vanilla ice cream and all of our little toppings around it. No, this is a beef short rib. How freaking cool is that? Now there's mashed potatoes on the side that I will appreciate
I feel
visually.
like was it this dish or the other dish? He said the mashed potatoes are actually cauliflower.
No, it's mashed potatoes.
It's mashed potatoes.
So one of them, he said the mashed
Chicken
potatoes
and
are the chicken and the egg, the mashed potatoes are cauliflower. But that is cool. But it does look like, look at it from on Miriam's, like the angle. It does look like a piece of chocolate cake with chocolate ice cream on top. Yeah. That looks pretty cool.
Chicken skin on this side.
Chicken skin.
Yes. And of course the sunny side up egg, which is made of cauliflower puree and butternut squash.
Okay.
And you want some juniper berry sauce, or you want meat on the side?
On the side is fine. Just now, is this potato or is this mashed potato?
Mashed potato.
Okay, that's mashed potato.
What was
And then what are all of these?
Okay. For this one, we have the beef with bordelaise sauce, creamy mashed potato, microgreens. We have the tomatoes. We have the red beets, and then we have the yellow beets, and then we have the applesauce on the side.
Oh my gosh, that does not
And what
taste
is
like
the yellow?
Yellow beets.
Yellow beets.
This creamy thing is a celeria crumula, made of celery. The green one is made of fried kale. We have apple chips. We have the cracklings, apple sauce. Your pork with pink peppercorn sauce.
Okay.
Oh, so that's pork crackling.
That's a cracker.
Yes,
This
the
is a
crack-
pork cracker.
Yes.
You said this is made of celery?
Yes, celeria crumula with a little bit of mushrooms.
Okay.
Okay, so you got to try the egg.
So it
It
totally
is-
looks like a sunny side up egg.
But it is mashed cauliflower and butternut squash. When you bite into the yolk, it's like water.
That's really weird though. The consistency that they got on that cauliflower really tastes like an egg, a fried egg bottom.
Chalk it up for another use of cauliflower.
Oh my gosh, calm down with the cauliflower. Well, I just got back from water aerobics and breakfast, and our bedroom is clean, but we don't have any more towel animals, sadly. Roman said it probably was his swan song that we got the dragon, and so we have it set out, and then I have all of my other guys, look at this craziness, up here, so I can enjoy all of the beautiful things that he made. I love towel animals, and a big shout out to Sarah G, who actually bought me a towel animal making book for my birthday. Looking forward to making my own.
Now, on the bed is something very sad.
This envelope right here means we're going home. It's got like our airline information, but this was a cool thing, Joe. Sorry about my hair.
So this is something really cool for the Port of Seattle. Honestly, I think all of the ports and airports need to do this. Now, the idea behind this is they're trying to keep you in Seattle. So,
Spending money there locally.
you have people who have flights, especially whether they're early or late. But if they can keep you in Seattle and spend some money, why not? So
Right.
This is a free service, and it's called the Port Valet. And so when you come on the ship, you go get the form at customer service and you fill out your flight information with all of your, like, you know, what your booking number and everything is. And the cruise checks you into your flight and gives you your bag tags for your luggage for the airline. So now what we do is we take these bag tags, we're going to put them on our bags. We're already checked in. So when we get to the airport, we don't even have to go to the counter. You go right to security. You're already checked in. And again, this is free service. Here's the cool thing is our flight isn't leaving Seattle until 7:30 tomorrow night.
PM.
But we're getting to port, you know,
Like
we're going to
8
get off
a.m.
the ship at like 8:30, 9 o'clock or so. So
When they
we're
kick
going
us
to
off.
spend the time. Well, what do you do with all your bags? They're going to bring our bags directly from the ship and go bring them to the airport and hand them off to Delta with your Delta bag tags or whatever flight you have. And now, it's not every airline, but Royal Caribbean does participate, and there's several airlines. So you're just going to go to the Port of Seattle and go to the Port Valet. But I think this is a really cool service because now we can explore Seattle tomorrow and not have to carry our bags everywhere.
Now, this is the first time that we're utilizing this service. So when we're on the other side of this experience, we'll let you know how it went for us.
Now, a lot of people do say it is a good service, but this is really cool because I was worried, like, what are we going to do with our bags? Especially the way you pack. Okay, so Joe from the future. So we've already closed out this video, but I'm going to insert this clip before we close out the video. We came up to the Windjammer for breakfast. One of the things that they had every day here in Windjammer is fresh squeezed orange juice. Now, I believe you have to have at least the refreshment package, which is the one that gives you more than just soda. Like, so you can get coffee, juice, any non-alcoholic drink with it. But they have fresh squeezed orange juice. So I'm not going to drink this. Although growing up, this was one of my favorite things because my Oma and Opa were from Florida and they had their own orange trees. But I grabbed it because I was curious. I asked him, how many oranges does it take to make this glass? Because we talk about all the time, like, what is the problem with fruit juice? That drinking this, like, this is going to sound bad, but you're better off drinking a can of sugared Coke than drinking this. This is the equivalent of 3 oranges. 3 orange. Now, can you sit down and eat 3 oranges in a sitting? Probably not. But you can drink just the sugar in 3 oranges very, very quickly. And how many people drink more than one of these? I don't even know how many carbs that is. I'm actually going to put it across the bottom. But the worst part is when you drink the juice, you also lose all of the fiber and the pulp and all of the good stuff that you should be consuming if you were to consume an orange. I am sorry if you live in Seattle, but that is not a pretty sight.
It's not because it's not a beautiful port. It was beautiful when we got here, but it means that it's time to go home.
Yeah, so we're on our way home. This is disembarkation day from our Alaskan cruise. This was an amazing cruise.
It was absolutely fantastic. Definitely, you know, we're going to have some tips as we get closer to the low-carb cruise of things to pack. So it's fresh in your mind when we're about to go on that cruise. But definitely, camera is one of them because I think that Alaska makes everybody look like a professional photographer.
I would say if you have something other than your phone, like a DSLR or something like that with a really good zoom, this is the trip I would bring it on. We don't bring our really good camera on a lot of trips other than for filming just like live streams and videos. We usually do all of our photography stuff on our phone, but this is something where you really want to have that good zoom lens. I had a 70 to 200 millimeter lens on my Sony a6700. That lens actually came at the recommendation from Chris Bear's dad,
Royce.
who is an amazing photographer.
Check out Royce Bear. He puts a lot of stuff on Instagram. Absolutely breathtaking landscapes in particular. But yeah, when he tells you what lens to buy, that's the lens you buy.
Yeah, so we're going to do another video, which will probably come out before this video. And if it is, I will leave a link for it over Rachel's head. But we're going to do another video specifically for Alaska cruises. And this video is going to be focused on how to get the most out of your cruise for the least amount of money. We got some great tips for you because here's the thing. I booked this cruise before the low-carb cruise to Alaska was announced.
Right.
And it turns out it's almost the same itinerary, except for the low-carb cruise has the Glacier 360 spin.
Right, which is really exciting. That's something that we're going to look forward to because that's not something that a lot of cruise ships have the blessing of getting to see. But the good news is we went on ahead of the low carb cruise and we're super cheap. So the fact that
And we had fun.
we're thrifty and like a good deal. So we found a whole bunch of good deals for you.
So we're going to head up to the Windjammer.
One last time.
One last breakfast. We've got a day here in Seattle because our flight's not till 7 o'clock. We took advantage of the port valet that we talked about earlier. So our baggage is already on the way to the airport. So we're just going to enjoy Seattle, but we're not going to bother filming that. We're going to take a few hours to ourselves because we've got a lot of work when we get back home to Florida to go back to working on our house. But if you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos we have linked right over there. Also, make sure you take the most recent videos I'm gonna put right over here.
Whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon, and that way every single time we go on a cruise, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.